So let us arrive with our awareness right here, right now. Just gently being aware of your hands, and resting your hands, your arms, where they seem comfortable but not sleepy. Same with your spine, relaxed but straight, sitting upwards or laying down in Shavasana. Just being fully aware of your body, your room, this moment, subtle noises, subtle movements of energy in the room. Maybe you have a candle lit, or there's a dog barking in the distance. Little happenings within this vast silence that is reality, the universe, awareness. There can be much going on or very little at all. And it really does not affect wide awake conscious awareness that we all are essentially, which we share. This wide open space is silent, still, it's calm, and just being aware of awareness calms down the central nervous system, brings the breath into an homeostasis. So just being aware of breathing, be aware of openness, vastness, reality itself. It's very obvious that this silent peacefulness is good, is enticing to the mind and to the heart. But the overthinking mind tends to try to avoid it and take charge again of your attention. But meditation 101 is simply choosing to be open awareness and being okay with observing thoughts and feelings just coming in and going out. Many things in the past that were a problem are not a problem right now. It's hard to truly have problems just sitting still. And when we are aware of silence and truly open, it's hard not to see it everywhere. Of course, it's easy to miss it throughout our busy days, but in small moments, can you peer out to the sky, the horizon, the ocean, a big tree, the sun, the moon, looking up at the clouds and beyond? It's a very pure type of awareness to be vast, very clarifying, very sane. Should make you feel wide awake, especially upon experiencing the infinity of awareness and reality. And still the body is breathing and sitting inside of and as this pure stillness. And if you take a step back behind the eyes, behind the ears, into the back of the skull, just like open the back door of awareness. You might see that, yes, there's a great symphony of life going on, but the symphony is playing in a vast theater that is spacious and quiet. And then this silence can be anchored in the third eye, especially loosening the jaw, ungripping the throat, and softening the back of the throat chakra along the neck. Imagine a teal diamond radiating the light of freedom in all directions at the core of the throat chakra. Blessing this world with freedom as you expand the light horizontally past the walls of your home and out into the world. Being okay with being free. Choosing not to be scared of absolute freedom and what this could mean for your ego or your life to be freely unhinged and being open to awareness and light, peace and radiance. And letting this light descend into the arms and the hands, the lungs, the sternum, the upper ribs, the collarbones and the shoulders, are full of relaxation and a blissful spiritual light. allowing the upper heart chakra to be filled with joy for no reason besides meditation and opening to life. I'm lowering slightly to see and check in with your feeling heart. What's alive here for you today? Maybe sadness or grief, or just the past itself, the heaviness of being a human being for decades, accumulation of childhood, adolescence, 20s and 30s, and all the other human events that get added. We can open and release, dissolve the attachments to the past, letting our heart be open here and now through forgiveness, forgiveness of life, and maybe we need to say sorry to someone we've hurt, or if we've hurt ourselves. So forgiving others, but also forgiving ourselves for having hurt by our own ignorance, our own unconscious anger, fear, confusion, overwhelm, desperation, or a lack of foresight, or lack of empathy. The light of awareness, tuning into this energy from the heart, is an energy of it's okay, not a big deal. Life is life. Awareness is what is really real, and this radiance in the background. dropping and breathing into the solar plexus. Imagining a bright yellow orb of spiritual light. Again, a light of purification and clarity and ease and relaxation. If there's a feeling of burning or queasiness or uneasiness in general, this means that we are being aware of and are feeling what is here, which again is purifying that which we no longer need. And choosing openness and radiance, especially as we descend into the depths of the Hara. See if you can sense this deep okayness at the back of the Hara, and let that wash over the rest of your body, anchored in the Hara. It's typical that the whole central nervous system relaxes when we sit for a minute or longer, just here breathing in the Hara, reminding ourselves of what is true and what is real. The mind can make up and follow all these different stories coming from emotions and feelings, but coming down into the Hara, it's a reminder that this is presence and this is aliveness. Hara just knows what reality is because it is it, unlike the overthinking mind, the analyzing mind. Both the over-emotional heart and the overthinking mind have a hard time seeing reality and entice us to drift away from this realness in the Hara, this radiance. Of course, letting this drift along the horizontal plane, almost as if it's to be shared with others, even if this Buddha nature seems unconscious to them. May this Buddha nature be awakened through us so that others can see it and we can have an even more perfect unity because the unreal becomes real. Finally, deep into the root chakra, the hips and the legs, bottoms of the feet. Feeling the sense of the earth and with this deep grounding, there seems to be a response in the crown chakra as if the energy of heaven wants to draw itself inward, downward, So there's an ascending energy from below the feet, rising up through the legs like a deep red heat of grounded reality and the home of this body and a descending light of grace coming to heal that which we no longer want to hold on to. Like hiking for 8 or 9 miles with a heavy pack, having gone up a half of a mountain, and you take that backpack off and take a break, sit on a rock and enjoy the sun and the scenery. It's how it should feel like letting the past go and choosing the divine, choosing heavenly light to be present in our lives and in our bodies and in our minds. Bring your awareness back to your throat and see if we can fully relax and let the Divine Mother and her graciousness heal through the throat chakra and drip into the heart. It should feel like a bliss that's replacing old, musty, as if walking into an old basement, digging up the past and just letting it burn in the light of grace, turn into this light floating ash. Let the past be the past, and let this grace descend. May it descend upon both our conscious and unconscious parts of the psyche and the body. Letting the Divine Mother wash over your shoulders. And all the while, the crown chakra and the heart chakra are blossoming more and more and receiving the descent of the divine. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. Both the left side and the right side of the heart. Letting go and receiving. An abundance of divinity is surely a good thing. Makes life more simple and less confusing, more bright, with healing and love and praise and a devotional life, a life of intention from the heart, doing God's work through this body and this mind, and healing and clarifying to become a vessel of divine light, not for reasons of arrogance, but reasons of humility and service and joy, compassion, enjoying nature, enjoying health, enjoying healthy relationships, self-development, lower regions of the ribs and the solar plexus may also receive. Letting the Divine Mother take control in the solar plexus and descending into the heart. Let your experience be ever so bright. ever so healing. And into the root, allowing the light to fully be present and manifested through you towards the earth, blessing this planet. A force of descending grace and a force of ascending earthly grounded love. If you bring your hands in front of your heart chakra, may these energies mix. And may these energies remind us that love is not just a feeling, but is the unifying force of reality on earth, in the universe, in heaven. And may love guide us along the path of being awake beings on planet Earth, sane human beings, ethical human beings. May this be what and who we are. Today, the rest of the week, the rest of our lives, forever. Namaste. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.